So recently, FNaF Secret of the Mimic released, and ever since the game released, I was wondering something that kind of screws with the lore. But first, you can't boop the nose. Horrible. Horrible. I can't believe. Okay, okay. So, as you saw there, that was Freddy from FNaF 1. Secret of the Mimic takes place in 1990 or 1979. And from what we've theorized for the past decade, basically, is FNaF 1 takes place in 1993. So that's a whole, I don't know how long that is. That's a whole 14 years, I think. Why is something that happens 14 years from now showing up 14 years before it happens? That's not how time works. And with that also comes Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Okay, well, there he is. There he is. That's Fredbear right there. I could probably find Fredbear. You found him there. So you know he exists in this place of weirdness because FNaF 1 animatronics. There's Bonnie right here. That's a bit of Chica. Well, there's Spring Bonnie right there with his ears in the roof. So yeah, just a bunch of FNaF 1 animatronics along with Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, who should be just starting the first Fredbear's Family Diner, I think. One of them. I don't know. I'm not an expert at lore here. I'm not a lore expert. I'm just confused on why something that's supposed to be happening in the future is happening now. At least prototypes of that. Because the Wizards are not the FNaF 1 animatronics because they're different designs. So from my understanding, 1983 is where the Wizards were first existing, and when FNaF 2 is 1987. So, and we know FNaF 2 is a prequel to FNaF 1. There's no correlation of FNaF 1 being around in 1979. Now, if this was 1997, it still wouldn't make sense because it's after FNaF 1, and after FNaF 1 is, Big William's dead in the Springlock suit for 30 years. So why would they be there was no locations between FNaF 1 and 3 from what I know. So this whole location does not make sense. I mean, I had it somewhere. There's a huge Freddy head, kind of like the one in Security Breach. So, yeah. I don't know why there's a big Freddy head. I don't know why there's a big Freddy head up in the Secret of the Mimic Pizzeria prototype thing. This is obviously Glamrock Freddy for some reason. I don't know why he's down there, and I don't think we're ever gonna know why he's down there. But this is obviously FNaF 1 Freddy without any teeth, or an ear, or an ear casing, or an eyebrow, or eyes. And he has a generator inside of him. For some reason. This does not have a generator inside them, from what we know of. So I really don't have any idea why FNaF 1 is being showcased in Secret of the Mimic. And this was very... this, like I've told you, I'm not good at making theory videos because I never have. This was horrible. I just wanted to talk about that. So, yeah.